Good afternoon, everyone. This is V. Welcome to Art of Wigs with V. I'm coming to you today with a wig comparison of the Estetica Jones and of the new, inspired by Jones, Hollis. Only Hollis is heat-friendly, has a mono top, and Jones has the pure stretch basic cap. So I'm going to tell you right up front that this is not one of my better looks, okay? This is actually my third Jones. I keep trying, but it just somehow never works on me. My very first one I waited 2 months to get because it sold out so fast. That was, I think, in 2019. So I'm going to put Jones on first and show it to you. And you can kind of see what I mean about maybe it's not really one of my better looks, but that it looks amazing on so many people. And it's so easy, okay? But I want to compare the colors. I want to compare the styles and give you some idea of maybe if you've got Jones and you like something that is going to be heat-friendly, that's going to change the colors just a little bit because they read differently on a heat-friendly fiber. And it's going to affect, I think, the comfort and probably also the amount of permatease, because the original Jones has, I feel, quite a lot of permatease up in here where the bang area is. And with mine, I've had it a while now, so I did a lot of brushing and with a wire brush and brushing that down. So I'd like to thank Estetica Designs for sending Hollis to me for this review and this comparison. And Jones came from Frannies Hair quite a while ago. And I believe I have a video on here of my review of Jones. Both colors are Chrome RT1B. It is my most go-to color and probably the one I wear all the time in many different styles. So I was able to say what color I wanted for Hollis, and I just said, send me Chrome RT1B. So let's get on with it. And as you can see, I got a cap on my head today. When I'm home and around the house, I don't wear wigs, okay? I wear something like this on my head if somebody comes to the door or if I'm feeling a little chilly. We live in Michigan. It's not real warm here all the time as it is. And, or I just don't wear a wig at all because I like the freedom of not having anything on my head. If I had a good enough head, I'd probably just buzz my hair really tight to my head and wear great big earrings all the time. But I don't. And so therefore, I'm extremely happy that there are all these wonderful wigs that we have to choose from. So let me get Jones. And remember, I have had Jones on, and I have combed her with a wire brush. You may see a little dog zipping in and out of my lap here. She's right here by the camera, and she's been going through some things. She was attacked by a dog a couple of houses over that was off the leash. And I had her on a leash in front of our garage door. And when that dog came kind of like out of nowhere and jumped on her, and I attempted to kick the dog away, and I went down on the cement too, which racked up my knees that I was already in PT for. So anyway, I've been kind of a little bit under the weather. So right today, we're sitting just in front of a south-facing window in the room that I paint in my house. So over here to my right is a large commission piece that I'm working on that I'm getting close to being done with it. And behind me is just messy stuff, so don't pay any attention to that. All right, I just wanted to sit here in front of the window in natural light, without a ring light, without a whole bunch of LED lights on. So what you see is the sun, the light that you're seeing, like on the wig right down here, that's real direct sunlight. Up in my face, there's a white paper shade that's kind of down over the top of the window a little bit, because otherwise it turns my glasses completely gray and I can't even see myself. So I'm waiting on new glasses. They should be here in another week because my prescription has changed again. And I'm going to be quite happy to get rid of these particular glasses because they've not been very comfortable for me. So anyway, let's put Jones on. So anyway, I've got Jones up on my iPad here, so I'm going to read to you the measurements on her. So first of all, I'll just show you, if in case you don't know, Jones has a cap that is called Pure Stretch Cap. That's basically Estetica's, oh, I got a rooster tail in my own ear there. That's Estetica's basic cap. It's very stretchy. I mean, it's incredibly stretchy. I have it cinched in, obviously, that far. My circumference is 21 inches. And so a lot of Estetica caps, people think that when they're 21 inches that they can't wear them, that they're too big. I've not found that. I own, I believe it's 21 or 22 different styles of Estetica wigs. And I have only altered the cap on, I believe, 2 of them. So I don't care for caps that fit right up tight against my head. I like a little bit of breathing room there. I think maybe that comes from before there was such a thing as a petite wig manufactured. I wore average. Okay, so, but anyway, that's how I like it. I have a couple of petites. I'm not real comfortable in them all day long. They fit me perfectly. Okay, but you're never going to not know that you have a wig on your head. I don't care what kind of cap you have on. You'll always know you have something on your head. But thank God that we have them, right? Right. So let me get this. The Jones also has, I better show you. This is where a lot of that permatease lives, right in here, where it's closed netting. So it's all in there, and there's a lot of it on Jones. And then it has this open wefting in the back. It has the, I call them bra strap adjusters, where like the bra would hook onto the base of the bra. They're not the most friendly ones to deal with. Usually when I get a wig like this and I will go in with a couple of stitches and I will sew them in places to where I want them, including sewing across the little metal clip, because I wear sometimes a lot of short wigs, and I have come home from the grocery store one time and found one of them dangling out the bottom of my wig. So one of these keeps wanting to come off. So it has an open extended nape. Let me get this in here. Without my glasses, I can hardly see where it is. There we go. Let's hope it stays. It has open that you could poke your glasses through if you wanted to, your tabs. And it has not a velvet front, but a fabric covered front edge. And the extended nape is also open on the bottom. Okay. So like I said, this is Chrome RT1B, which is a silver with a black root. And I like it because I have black eyebrows. My original hair was so dark brown that everyone thought it was black. So basically my eyebrows haven't changed much. Okay, so let me put her on. Don't expect a lot. I'm trying to pull the hair out back there. Not because there's anything wrong with this wig. The wig is incredible. It's just doesn't fit my face that well. And I think I look, no, it's just not my best look. Put it that way, just to be nice to myself for the day. Anyway, here she is. This is Jones. And let me read you her specs kind of quickly. I'm going to read my iPad, so I'm going to be looking down here for a minute, so I apologize on that, but that's about the best I can do. iPad here because I can't read it that far away. The crown is 7 inches. This is not a heat-friendly wig, by the way. Here she comes. She sees somebody walking outside. Sorry, guys. The sides are 7 inches. Then they measure from the top of the ear tab down, Estetica does. And the nape, which is from the where it's sewn on the extension. That makes it a little bit longer. The nape is 4.75 and the bang is 4.25. See, my forehead is 2.5. It's to my eyebrows. But I think I might have trimmed the bangs on this a little bit and maybe a few hairs in here to give it a little bit shorter in there to see if I could wear her. I'm still not real comfortable wearing her. And I've had 2 friends over. They try her on and they look amazing in her. But not me. Her weight is 2.96 ounces. And like I said, it is not heat friendly. So it's made from synthetic fibers. And I'll just give you a quick spin because we're going to try to compare it to Hollis. I never know if I'm in the camera when I spin around. You know, if you've ever watched my channel, I have a lot of senior moments. I don't like to edit anything, so you get senior moments. So let me pop her off and we'll put on Hollis, but just let me get Hollis up here on my screen so I can tell you the details of her. Hang on. Oh, it's not wanting to do that for me. Come on. Open up. Here we go. All right. So here's Hollis. Now, can you buy wigs from Estetica Designs directly? Yes, you can. Okay. And they are very frequently run 30% off. So, yes. You can buy from them, or you can go through your favorite retailer. So I haven't cut the tag off her yet. Here's her tag on Hollis, and I'll just give you a show on this. It's probably gonna be backwards because my video hasn't been flipped yet. Anyway, it's also in the color Chrome RT1B. Now I want to show you the inside of her first, but here she is, and let's do a comparison on my hand of Jones. As you can see, the color's a little different on the heat friendly. It's actually, I think, to the human eye, it seems a little more powdery, but actually what I'm seeing in here is different than what I saw underneath the ring light. What I'm seeing in here in the natural light is that it looks like there's actually some brown hairs in my Chrome Hollis, which makes it not quite as cold of a color or cool family as Jones. Do you see the difference? Jones, Hollis. Okay, so I'm going to hold them by their. You can see the difference in the length. Are you able to see that? Hollis is a little bit longer, I think. And I'm going to say that it weighs a little more, but I'll look those up for you in just a minute. So let me cut this tag off because I don't want to flip that over and get it stuck in my eye or something. Hang on, I'm just touching it. I got some scissors right here. There we go. Tag is off. Oh, I love the fact that this has Velcro adjusters. Oh, now remember, Hollis and the 3 other wigs that are new releases by Estetica are not available until October 17th. Okay, so there may be pictures on a site, but they can't be ordered until October 17th. So anyway, it's got great Velcro adjusters. Yay! Oh, and it has a velvet extended nape, which just really soft. It has open wefting, which I love. Okay. It has a full mono top. And it has this little banding across here that feels like silicone, but I don't really think it's silicone. I don't know. I haven't found that out yet. I will try to find that out. And beyond it, you can see there's just a little bit of like lace that hair is kind of spliced into. You see it up really close. But it's not itchy or picky on the edges at all. I can run my finger across that and I can't even feel any of the little pokies that are in lace fronts at all. So that feels really nice. It has the ear tabs with stays, and they're not velvet covered though. They are fabric covered. Okay. So your only velvet covered section would be the extended nape. Now, let me get it turned over here. And I've got her up here to read to you what her specs are before I put her on. Oh, maybe I should put her on first. That might be a good idea. I'm just going to put her on like this, and then I think I'm going to take her off and shake her a few times. Okay? So that maybe it'll look a little better on me. Let's see. Get those glasses off until I get her on. Oh, this front doesn't go anywhere, man. It's like, boom, right there. Oh, and it's so nice and soft. Look at it. I mean, I actually own, I think, 4. Well, if I didn't count Estetica, it'd be more than that. But, I mean, if I counted other wigs, it'd be more than that. Wigs that I've actually, after I've worn them several times and they start to get itchy on the lace front, I've actually trimmed them right back to where they start and taken the lace front right off. I'm not recommending that you do that, but there are videos out there that if you want to do that, you use really sharp scissors. And then I use a what I clean in alcohol, a mascara spoolie, and clean that off. And when that's dry, I go like this on it, the edge, and bring down a few hairs, and then just trim them off real tiny so they look like little baby hairs. So that gets rid of that. I don't have to worry about it. I can still swoop it up and over. So here we are. Oh, I forgot to tell you, it has nice stays in the back, and it has nice, really nice stays in the ear tabs. Let me feel of Jones. Sorry, I had to reach down and get it. Can't remember. It has stays in the ear tabs. And yes, it has nice stays in the open extended nape also. So now, because I have only a 2.5-inch forehead, wearing her fully down in bangs, because I believe these bangs are, well, I trimmed those. But they weren't quite this long when I got it anyway, but they were still too long for me. I kind of look like Cousin It. Well, anyway, but I don't think it has to stay this way. Okay, so let's see what we can do with her, because I love her. I mean, I love the idea of this funky, undone, natural looking wig. I loved it when it was Jones. I just didn't love it on me. So let me take it off. Well, I read you the specs. First I'm gonna do some shakes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now that's to get it off the cap and to let me be able to move the hair around to see if I can actually make it into a style that I think this 75-year-old face would wear out in public. I think it can. Might have to trim those bangs, but maybe not. So, oh, and it's heat friendly. So I could wave it, couldn't I? Yes. I could put just a little bend in it if I wanted to. I like that idea a lot. So I can also, with heat, make those bangs go over to the side. That'll be a great feature too. And this actually, I believe, is a little different Chrome RT 1B color than my Brighten is and my Veil wig by Estetica, because I do not think there are light brown hairs in that. Can you see them? You see them right there? I can see them. I like it. I don't think it detracts from it. If anything, it's probably a little more softening in the look. Okay. So now I've done that. So let me read to you the specs of her. Okay. I'm sorry, I got itchy from the hair. Let's look at Hollis. Let's see. Hollis is heat defiant. It's considered to be an average size wig, which Jones is also. But with Estetica, they have 360-degree stretch all the way around. So they usually will go up to like a 23-inch circumference easily. And I have 21. When I started wearing Estetica, I had 20 and a half. I got fatter. My head got fatter. What can I say? I lost a lot of weight. I mean, I was down to like 102 pounds at one point. But I felt like a skeleton. Now I feel like I'm overweight, but it is what it is. I've gone up and down so many times that, well, let's just say it is what it is. All right. So it is heat friendly. It has a monofilament top, synthetic fibers, but they're heat friendly ones. Okay, so let me put her on. Oh, and she does weigh 3.7 ounces. I don't remember what I said Jones weighed. It's somewhere in the same vicinity. I want to say it was 3.5. I'm not sure why this would be a little heavier. Of course, that silicone strip is going to add a little bit of weight. I mean, we're talking about, what, 1/10 of an ounce here. So let me put her on again. Pinch my adjusters in there. Get my ear tabs in the right place. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to bring it up here like this. Never lift where you got lace and so on, but lifting it up to my hairline. Remember, I'm only 2.5 inches from here to here. I do have a widow's peak. Sometimes I let my widow's peak stick out. Doesn't bother me. I can pull the hair back further. Okay. So let me take my hands and go through it. Now, what I'm usually going to do with a wig, if you've watched this channel, is you know that I will use Envy product, Get Dressed, texturizing, and shine dimmer all over in the wig, outside, and I will shake it. It's not necessary to take the shine down in this. If I wanted to use it to have some be a little more textural, which I don't even know it's needed for this heat-friendly fiber. With heat-friendly fibers, I'd rather put a lot less product in them than I'm putting in a synthetic, because I am really honestly, in general, not a big heat-friendly fan. That's only because I have other things to do that are of importance to me than play with restoring my hair. No offense to anyone who loves doing that and they want the wigs that are all heat friendly. I think that they're wonderful, but they're just not what I want to do. This is what I do, okay? I'm a painter, so I love to paint, and I've been dealing with a lot of health issues that have kept me from doing that, and other things that I enjoy. But let's just see what we can do by playing around here with my hands. You remember, I got 10 free tools right here. Now, what are her details. The crown is 7. And the sides are 7. That's from the top of the ear tab down. The nape is 4.75. The bang is 4.5. That's 2 inches longer than my forehead. Okay, so a straight across bang is not going to work for me. Now, guess what? This is a mono top, so you could part it in the middle. Have a curtain bang like this. You could part it over here on this side for something different. You can part it wherever you want. I will show you that. You see right there? The monofilament? Wherever you go, you're going to have a part. And permatease. Let me feel for permatease. Of course, Jones had a lot of permatease right here and all over underneath that netting I showed you. There is some here on the sides, a little in the back, but mostly right in here where the monofilament top stops and the wefting begins. So I can feel it in there. Okay. So let me get this over. Now I would still like to get this off my face. I wore a kind of a bob style that I've worn before that I really like. It's a shorter kind of one. To church a week ago, and I didn't get ready in time, and so I didn't get the part that wanted to flop in my face. I couldn't get it to stay off my face, and it nearly drove me nuts by the time I got home. I realized I cannot possibly have hair that will flop into my face. I will go insane, and I'm already there, so I mean, it'd be institutionalized time, you know. So let me get this in the root. Try to get some of this so it'll stay off my face because it is too long for me. Now, could I pull it back further and have the bang so it would look shorter? Yes, I could do that. I think that this compared to Jones, at least in my unit that I received, I cannot say everyone is going to look like this because you know the manufacturers can vary these by up to, I don't know, it's something like 15%. Cut, color, curl, pattern, everything. So, at least for me, I think this is more wavy, right? See it curved there? Than Jones. And I like that about it. I feel that it gives me some area here where it goes in instead of just dragging straight down my face. So I had a little bit of a pea size of John Renault pea soap cream. It's still a little sticky on my hands. I'm just going in here right where I want it to go up, making little circles. Can go up as far as I want, as long as it's still a little tacky. But you got to rub it into your hands so you can't see it. It's invisible. Otherwise your hair is going to be greasy. And you don't have to do that every time you put it on, the wig on. All you have to do is mist your hands with water and just go back up in there like that, and that will revitalize any product that you have in it, including wig wax, including hairspray. Okay? But like I said, I don't think I want to put a lot of products into heat-friendly styles. But this feels great. It feels great on. Let me give you a little spin here. I'm going to kind of flip this up a little. See what I can get out of this. At least this way I can tell I'm in the camera. Here's her back. Hopefully I'm in the camera and you can see that. I don't have much to shake, so at least in hair, I mean. Got a lot elsewhere to shake. And here's the other side. Do you see what I mean about the curve? And I like that having a piece of this bang over here being a little bit shorter. That works for me too, to keep this showing versus this. Because what you see is an unaltered face who is growing older by the day. Oh. So, now what I might like to try doing with her, just for fun, because I know it doesn't gum anything up, I put a little bit of sea salt spray in her and see what that does. Why not, right? I'm going to do it on my hands, I think, first. Kind of rub it into my hands, and then I'm going to do some scrunching. Now, could I have done this with Jones? Yes. But Jones, at least my Jones, the three I've had, they didn't have any of this kind of a bit of a wave to them. So they were all straight. And I have, quite honestly, not used the 3-in-1 air styler on Jones to see what maybe I could do with that on her. So I actually think this is a real win for anyone who has Jones and loves Jones, but maybe wants a sister wig that they can curl, that they could have a little more wave in it. I think it's perfect. It's incredibly soft and silky fibers. I like this. It feels really good. I probably could have, maybe I might have the adjusters a little bit far in. Let me see. No, I've got like, I have them that far apart. And it's good, and it's fitting me probably perfectly. So could this go to 23-inch? Let me pull this off for a second and show you how much room we have. We only have about an inch on each side. Okay, there's where I have it. I could take it and I could go over to here. You see, I moved it almost an inch by doing that. You'd have this little bit right here that's lifted up, but that's not going to show because the hair will hang over it. It'll be up under that nape. Nobody would know it's there. All right, and I always cut these off, okay, because I don't want anything sticking through. So this one can go back an inch also. That's 2 more inches. So let's say that you were a 20.5, okay? Because I'm 21, and I had them, what did I say about this? My thumbs width apart. So I had them like this, close together. So you can see that if you were 20.5, like I was before, that's going to still fit me in the circumference. I can bring that in more and not have to cross them over. Will I have additional in the cap? Maybe. Let me put it back on and see if I have any now, because I'm 11.5 from ear to ear and 11.5 from here to under the occipital bone. I am 7 inches. I'm having trouble remembering. Having a senior moment, you guys. 7 inches from here to the tip of my chin. And I've never measured from here to here, so I really don't know what that is. I gotta do that one of these days. I'm gonna put this on. See how much hair do I have up in that crown. Because I'm only 11.5 over the top and 11.5. But anyway, I watched. I'm gonna check for this, the crown. Do I have, okay, I can grab, okay, I'm gonna put this down, see if you can see it. Here's my fingers. I'm grabbing this much cap. So it's up to my thumb joints that I have that much I can actually grab in there. Now, that doesn't bother me because I can't stand wigs that fit right tight to my head up there or over here. Ear-wise, the 11.5, it's not sitting down on top of my ears. But what happens when you have a monofilament top is you have a little less stretch here. So that fits a little bit smaller. So could I make it, if I were to say 12? Yes, it would fit right down on my head, and you see where the sides are. They're down in the middle of my ear on each side. So if you had 12, 2, 23, 11, 12, 13. If you had 12 and a half, you would still be able to wear this. 12 and a half over ear to ear. And I would see absolutely no problem wearing her if you were 12 and a half or 13 from here to here, and you were 23 around. So that's my opinion based on the unit I have. That's all I can give you information on. But I think Estetica wigs are kind of like magic, because for me, I've been able to wear them when my head was child-sized, and I'm a little more average, on the low average size now that I gained weight, but they still fit me. And I know people who have 23-inch circumferences and 12 and a half or 13 over here, and it fits them. Their different styles do. That's why I think I like them. I love their fibers. I think their fibers hold up well. I love their designs. Okay, I think Grace, one of the designer there, I think she has an amazing gift. So this is Hollis. Yes, you can get it at Estetica Designs if you would like to go on their website, or but you can't order anything until the 17th of October. So I hope you'll go either there or go to your favorite retailer. I know my Jones came from FranniesHair.com, where I used to be a consultant on Zoom, but I retired. And Frannie has a very lovely website, and you get a lot of information there. You might even want to consider having a consult with Michelle, who does consultations there. She's excellent. And there's nothing like a face-to-face Zoom to help you out, to figure out the style that will work for you and for your lifestyle, and what color will work for you. There's all kinds of things like that. Plus, you get to meet somebody who's really caring. I mean, she's a recently retired critical care nurse. So she's, and she has experienced tremendous hair loss. So she knows exactly what that's like. And anyway, I hope you'll stop back. I do have 3 wigs here that I haven't reviewed. They're not new releases. I've just had a lot going on and have been away for a while from reviewing anything. And then Estetica will be sending me a release supposedly getting released in January, which will be a new jet. I have jet in, I think, 5 colors. It's a short pixie. I like it. It's very comfortable. And this is going to be in a new color also. They're sending me a new color in jet, which is also going to be their first time in a heat-friendly version of jet. So stay tuned for that. And my color will be polarizing pink, which you guys, if you would, and you got this far, please like and subscribe so that I know what you're looking for and what you need. If I decide to do any trimming or any waving or curling in this, I will do another video and show you what I did to it so that you can get an idea what to do too. But look at that. I mean, there's no lace. But if somebody were going to look at that on me and go, oh, that's like a band on there. What is that? I'm going to go back off. You're in my private space. Nobody can tell unless they're on top of you. I guess it depends on who you want on top of you. Anyway, you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me to know what you like to see. And remember, this is a great place to see an older senior woman with an unaltered face. And I like that my followers are nearly all over age 65. I'm with you. 76 in January. Okay, so you guys take care. Have a blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Photos here of her after I played a little more with her. I did not add any more product. I don't have any hairspray in it. I just fluffed it out a little more with my fingers. And as Grace of Estetica told me, she thinks it looks a bit like a combination of Mellow and Jones this way.